guys, sorry I've been gone 2 weeks, but it's been crazy. I know that you guys know. Welcome back. First of all, let me just say that welcome back to story time. Welcome if you're new. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you're a subscriber or you just see my stories every now and then, thank you. And like I was saying, it's been crazy. You know that now we have a curfew. So I tried to do all the testing that I needed to do before things started getting crazy. Thank goodness, thank God that I was able to do some testing, and I only have to go and get my blood drawn. That's gonna be this Thursday. So that's all the updates, and other than that, I still have the headache, but that's every day. It just will not leave me alone. But anywho, we were reading, sorry about this. When I do this, you can see the light on my glasses, but anyway, I'm trying. We're reading Ivy and Bean Break the Fossil Record. And this one is, book 3. And let me know if you want me to keep reading this Ivy and Bean. Because if you do want me to, I have to get some more books. Because I have some other ones. They're very long. I can't remember what they are. But anywho, let's continue the story. I'll try to read as much as I can because my head is just pounding away. But I did some work today. I had to do some work. Anyway, let's continue. They were right here. Let me show you the picture. Look at her. She's like, oh, but there's a snake. Oh. What a Scream, it's called. When Bean's older sister, Nancy, wanted her room painted yellow, Bean's mother said that Bean could pick out a new color for her room too. Oh, that's nice. Bean picked green. Not light, sweet green. Deep, rich green, the color of emeralds. I love that color. And emeralds. Yeah. So everyone told her she would get tired of it, but she hadn't. Bean loved her room. It was small and cozy. Her bed was in one corner, her toy box in another, her dresser in a third, and best of all, her basket chair was in the fourth. A basket chair. Okay. She liked to sit in her chair. Oh, that's what this is. I thought it was like, I don't know what else thought it was. Like some kind of balloon. I don't know. I get what that is. It's kind of like deep. Yeah. Okay. It's a basket chair. She liked to sit in her chair and pretend that she was an ape girl living in a jungle treehouse. She had made a lot of pictures of jungle animals and stuck them on the wall. Whoa. The best was a toucan. Oh. We could draw, said Ivy, looking at the pictures. We could draw dinosaurs. I don't want to draw. I want to break a world record, said Bean. Don't you? Ivy shrugged. Not really. Seems like a lot of work for nothing. I don't want spoons all over my face. But then you'll be famous, said Bean. But I don't care if I'm famous for spoons on my face. If I'm going to be famous, I want to be famous for something important like Mary Anning. Bean shook her head. Spoons would be fine with her. But spoons were taken. Bean stared at a green wall and tried to get an idea. Ivy lay down on Bean's bed and tried to imagine fighting a ichthyosaur. What in the world? Ichthyosaurus? Icky. We'll be here half an hour. Look, let me show you the word. Maybe your mom can pronounce it. Or your dad. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ichthyosaur? Maybe? I don't know. Hey, said Bean. I looked at her. Ivy looked at her. I've got a great idea, said Bean. This was going to be easy. I'm good at screaming, and I'm good at breaking things, right? I guess so. I'll break a glass by screaming, said Bean. I'll be the youngest person ever to do it. Oh, like opera singers. I remember when I was little, I saw something on TV about that, and I was like, that can't be right. What did I know? I never went to see an opera. Have you? Have you gone seen an opera? I went to theaters to see plays, but never opera. Not opera, opera. Opera. What? You scream and throw a glass? Ivy looked confused. You already did that with a plate. No, the screams breaks the glass. This lady is in the book did it. And she's remembering, oh my goodness, that looks like a cracker to me, not like a, doesn't it look like a big cracker? If you didn't have the little stand of a chair, and she's thinking about breaking the glass. Oh my goodness, I don't know. You gotta have high pitch to break a glass. Oh my gosh. She screamed so loud that a wine glass shattered. But she was old. I could probably scream louder because I'm young. I'll be a record breaker. Oh my gosh. That's a good record, said Ivy. That'll be fun. She bounced a little on Bean's bed. Okay, said Bean. I'll need a wine glass. I'll go get it. She jumped up, and then she sat down again. Her dad was still sweeping up little pieces of plate. Oh my goodness. He probably wouldn't be very happy to find that she was planning to break something else. Maybe she could find something made of glass upstairs where he wouldn't know about it. Oh my gosh. Not a mirror. That was bad luck. But there had to be something she could use. I got it, she yelled. Got what? Nancy's glass animals. Oh no, I'll shatter one of them. I'll be even better than a wine glass. It'll be even better than a wine glass. Won't Nancy get mad? I think so. Bean pictured Nancy's face and then quickly put it out of her mind. No, she has gazillions of them, and besides, I'll glue the animal back together when I'm done. Not if she breaks it in tiny little pieces. She won't even notice. I hope, she added silently. Oh no, look at that. She's thinking about her sister getting so angry. She doesn't look good when she's angry. She looks scary. Ivy went on a spying mission down the hall past Nancy's room. The coast is clear, she reported when she came back. She's not in her room. Okie dokie, said Bean. She took a deep breath and headed for the door. On super quiet tiptoe, Nancy's room was very organized. All her books were neatly arranged by color. Her yarn for knitting was rolled into tight balls. Her friendship bracelets were lying side by side on her dresser. And her glass animals were lined up in 2 long straight rows across the top of her bookshelf. It was like a glass animal army. Nancy had been collecting them since she was 5. She had plain china cats and dogs and turtles, the kind that you can get at the drugstore. But she also had some fancy animals too, tiny dolphins and horses and butterflies. She had a beautiful unicorn with a blue glass horn and a peacock made of glass that shimmered like rainbows. Bean wasn't going to hurt him. Oh my gosh, I would die. My daughter gave me a beautiful glass angel. It's about this big. I was thinking, where did I put it? Maybe I can show you. Hang on. Can I post this? Where do I post it? No, it says stop. It doesn't say post. I'll show it to you. I think it's in that drawer over there, because I don't want the cats to get at it. But it's so beautiful. Oh, let me show you the picture. Look at all the tiny animals. Wow. I hope she doesn't break any of them. But right in the middle of the army was a gloopy looking octopus with 8 squiggly legs. That was the one being decided. Oh, its legs were thin. They would probably pop right off if she gave a good scream. And they'd be easy to glue back on. Nancy would have never known. Bean grabbed the octopus and stuffed it down her shirt. Oh my gosh. Just to be safe, she tiptoed back to her room. Got it, she said, getting the octopus off her dresser. On her dresser. She took a few short breaths to get in the mood and looked hard at the little octopus. Its gloopy head dangled on one side. Prepare to die, she told it and opened her mouth. Then she paused and looked at Ivy. You might want to cover your ears. Look at her. Stealing, look at this under her shirt. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you be angry if your sister or your brother took your things and broke them? Oh, I would cry. I think I would cry. Okay. Ivy stuck her fingers in her ears. Bean screamed as loud, as high and shattering as she could. The octopus just sat there. It didn't even crack. So Bean screamed again, louder than she had ever screamed before. But even through her scream, Bean could hear another sound. It was the sound of her father, running up the stairs very, very fast. A second later, he burst through the door. What? What's the matter? He shouted. His face was whitish gray. Bean, stop screaming. Nothing, she said. What's the matter with you? Oh my gosh. He's probably having a heart attack. Look at her mouth. Oh, you can see way down her throat. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Is this it? Uh-huh. There's another chapter. Watch your tail. Mary Anning. Oh, is she in the doghouse? Look at this picture. Oh, it looks like she's hiding in a playhouse or something. It was cold outside. The two girls squished into Bean's tiny playhouse. Oh, that's where they are. How long do we have to stay out here? Asked Ivy. I don't know. He said until dinner, but I don't think he meant it. Bean sighed. She knew he meant it. Is your mom home? Not yet, I don't think. Bummer. He'll let us in if it starts raining, won't he? Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna rain, said Bean, peering out a little bit with out the beady window at the sky. Oh my goodness, I can't even read. These pages are so thick. Mary Anning used to go out hunting for fossils in storms. She didn't mind, said Ivy. She built her own wooden tower next to the cliff where she saw the skeleton, and she lay down on it and shipped the here we go again. The ichthyosaurus. That kind of dinosaur. Out of the cliff, even though the tower was shaking and the rain was pouring down on her. Why didn't she just wait until it stopped raining? Asked Bean. She was afraid that the bones would get washed away in the storm, explained Ivy. Wow! Bean pictured herself lying bravely on top of a shaking wooden tower with rain falling in her eyes. It took her a year to get the whole body out, Ivy added. Chip, 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 a tiny bit at a time. A year? Yelped Bean. Didn't she get bored out of her mind? Look at, there's a little picture of the ichthyosaurus. To me, it looks like an Ichisaurus, okay? That's what it is. No, said Ivy. It takes a lot of patience to dig up fossils. She sat up and peered out the other beady window of the playhouse. Dinosaurs live all over, you know. I know. There were dinosaurs around here too. Not Ichisaurus, but other kinds. That's the name of the dinosaur. I have baptized him Ichisaurus, because I can say that. Maybe just little ones, said Bean. Maybe just little ones, said Ivy. But still dinosaurs. I've always liked those little ones with the deadly claws, said Bean. Mary Anning found fossils right on the top of the ground. But sometimes they're buried deep in the dirt. We might have to dig for a long time before we find one. That's okay, we're patient, said Bean. She was beginning to get it. Where do you keep your shovels, said Ivy. Oh my God, now they're going to make holes in the yard. Oh Lord, they're going to get in trouble, look. Uh-oh. She's got a shovel. There's already a hole on the ground. Bean loved to dig. Her shovel flashed and dirt flew through the air. Soon there was a nice wide hole next to the trampoline. Oh my gosh. Ivy knelt beside it and ran her fingers through the dirt. We have to inspect every bit of it, Ivy said. Even slivers of bone are important to paleontologists. What's that? That's us, said Ivy. The people who dig up dinosaurs are called paleontologists. I know how to say that one because my daughter's best friend studied to be a paleontologist. And she knew she wanted to be that since she was a very little girl. She's awesome. And her name is Megan. I love Megan like my own daughter. Anyway, that's the fact right there. Cool. Bean felt cheerful. She loved the crunch of her shovel as it went into the earth. She loved hurling the dirt behind her without looking. Whee! Hey, watch out! You got dirt in my hair, cried Ivy. We're paleontologists. We can't be afraid of a little dirt, yelled Bean. The hole was almost 2 feet deep, and the dirt was getting darker and wetter. She flung a big hunk of it over her shoulder. Ouch! Something bounced off of Ivy's head and landed next to her knee. She picked it up, brushing away the mud that was stuck to it. What was it? It was about as long as her hand. It was narrow at one end and flared out at the other. Like, well, it looks like a tooth. I don't know. I'll show you. It was a bone. It was grayish brown. Bean, Ivy gasped. Look it, I got one. Bean's shovel crashed to the ground, and she rushed to Ivy's side. Ivy handed her the gray-brown bone. Bean stared at it and then gave a long whistle. Watch your tail, Mary Anning, she said. Here we come. Oh, Poor thing, she got cross-eyed when the thing hit her in the head. Oh, look at the thing. It looks like a tooth. I don't know. You think it's a tooth? Maybe. Ivy Beanosaur. Oh, lordy. Here we go. They're digging some more. And they're finding more bones, I guess. Alright, I gotta hurry up because it's already 20 minutes. They dug for half an hour without finding any more bones. Bean was on the edge of giving up. She figured that the bone was a lot more than most people found. Oh, one bone was a lot more than most people found. But then she thought of Mary Anning, chipping for a year. She didn't want to be wimpier than Mary Anning or Ivy. So she dug and dug. Ivy's nose was running, and she had mud all over. Oh. Also, her feet had gone to sleep from being nailed on, but she didn't give up either. She combed through each new load of dirt with her fingers, feeling for bones. She found a lot of rocks. She found a marble. She found a piece of blue plastic. Oh my gosh. Then her fingers, burrowing into the mud like worms, plucked out another bone. This was shorter and thicker, but it was definitely a bone. I got another one, she called. Bean dropped down beside her and looked at the gray-brown lump. We rock, she said. Come here, Sasha. Sasha, no. Wait. She's a little blind. Come this way, baby. Oh, be careful. Go that way. Over there. Thank you. Okay, you stay right there. Sit on the rug. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Oh, no. I thought I lost it. Okay. No, we fossil, giggled Ivy. She dusted the bone carefully and put it next to her first one. We can put them together later, she said. How do you put them together if you don't know which dinosaur it is? Asked Bean. It's like a puzzle, I think. You look for the pieces that fit together, said Ivy. We can look in dinosaur books too, so it's a lot easier for us than Mary Anning. She didn't have any pictures to look at, but she remembered Mary Anning found the whole Ichthyosaurus, so she didn't need to put it together. Mr. Ichthyosaurus, that's a new dinosaur. It's sort of cheating to find the whole thing, said Bean. Oh man, here's a big one. She fished around in the dirt and pulled out a thick, heavy bone. Oh my lord. I hope it's not a human. Look at that bone. That is a huge bone. It's like a, I don't know, the tibia or fibula in your leg. She fished around. Oh, she found a thick, heavy bone. It was a very serious looking bone. Bean held it up. It reached from her hand to her elbow. She whistled. This is no little cute dinosaur. This is a big, scary dinosaur. What if that's just its little finger? Said Ivy dreamingly. Monsterosaurus, said Bean. Ivy Beanosaurus, said Ivy. You're supposed to name them after the person who discovered them. And I named that one Ichthyosaurus. There's somebody over there going crazy, going, there's not an Ichi. It's all right. I can take it. Bean giggled. Then her shovel hit something hard. Another bone appeared. This was smooth and rounded. Whoa, Nelly, cried Bean. I got a piece of its skull. A few minutes later, Bean found another small bone. Ivy found two more. One big, the other medium. There was no doubt about it. The backyard had been swarming with dinosaurs. You know, Ivy said, holding up her ninth bone. Wow, 9 bones. They didn't even call out when they found them now. Mary Anning was 12 when she found her ichthyosaur. We're only 7. We're probably the youngest paleontologists in the world. Bean stopped digging and leaned on her shovel. The youngest paleontologist in the world? Ivy, you know what that means. Huh? It means we're record breakers. Ivy stopped rubbing dirt. She and Bean grinned at each other. Youngest paleontologist in the world, said Ivy. That's way better than spoons. But the time Ivy had to go home, the girls have found 17 bones. They're all different sizes. And they were clearly from the same dinosaur because they were all the same shade of grayish brown. And they have a picture. Look, they're dreaming. They're dreaming over here that they got a big trophy. And we are going to stop right here because, let me see. Okay. It's just 2 more pages. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I can get it in time. Bean's father called her in for dinner. Bean washed off most of the dirt and sat down at the dining room table. She smiled, thinking about the dinosaur skeleton she and Ivy were going to build. They were totally awesome. They would probably be on TV. Her parents would have to let her watch TV if she was on it. Bean noticed that Nancy was sneering at her. She was still mad about the octopus. If I ever catch you looking at one of my glass animals again, you'll be sorry. Nancy hissed while their father served up their pasta. What am I supposed to do? Put a blindfold on when I go in your room? You're not supposed to go into my room, said Nancy, because it's in my room. Daddy, can I get a lock on my door? No, said Dad, bringing in their bowls. Bean stared at her pasta. It looked funny, but she decided not to say so. This pasta looks weird, said Nancy. That's what I thought, but I didn't say it, said Bean. Mom says you can't say something nice about your food. You shouldn't say anything at all. Let me show you the little dinosaur that she thinks she's going to get out of all those bones. And she's just dreaming away. Well, the food is getting cold, probably. Nancy lifted one eyebrow and said, little children who break dishes, steal other people's stuff, and screech their brains out have no right to talk about what other people do. How about if we don't talk at all for a little while, suggested Dad. Fine with me, said Nancy. Me too, said Bean. So she didn't tell them anything about the amazing dinosaur find in the backyard. Serves them right, she thought. I'll be the youngest paleontologist in the world, and they won't even know it. Okay, this is where we stop. Look at them, they're all mad at each other. And the poor dad is trying to eat. Okay, so next time, here's a picture, and we're gonna read Believe It or Not. All right, so you guys know what's going on out there in the world. Wash your hands. Very, very good. And stay at home and enjoy this time to reflect on how the year has been. Thank God for everything and be safe. If you're gonna be out, you can, I don't know, if you have siblings or cousins and you're gonna be together, remember not to cough on anybody. Go like this and stuff like that. You know all this stuff. You're smart kids. So I'll see you on the next one. I'll try to get this one for you guys so you can listen to it and be good Be safe. And oh, let me see if I can pause this and show you that little thing I told you about. It's a little angel. Be back.